We're here for another episode of Sutton Scoop with Coach Danica Sutton of the TSU volleyball team. Coach, let's just start off talking about we're now even 6-6 in the Ohio Valley Conference, and we're ranked 7th in the league. What's transpired between now and the last time we talked?
Oh, I mean, as any season goes along, we've had a lot that has transpired. I feel like as a team, we've definitely grown. We've had some ups and downs. We've taken some losses, but we've had some really big wins. And overall, as the seasons went along, we've just had to grow as a team. And it hasn't always been or went the way we wanted it to go, but I feel like it's given us the opportunity to put us in a good place to finish conference strong.
You've had a couple rough patches. What's it like as a coach to coach these girls up through those rough patches and make it focus on the next game?
Well, of course, it's always rough, period, when you're not winning. But one of the things that I really and truly just try to home in on is just trusting the process and being disciplined. If we can continue to do that while continuing to just, instill the technique, the training, the discipline, recruitment, film, everything we're supposed to be doing on our end, then I know it all is going to take care of itself. But just the discipline and just trusting the process, I feel like for us this season with the new and young team has been the hardest.
Okay, the rotation has changed a bit. Just these last couple matches, what enacted that change?
Well, seasons went along and people grow, and sometimes we have some injuries that happen, and which are definitely unfortunate. And in that time when somebody goes down, you always hope that somebody will step up. And throughout that time, I felt like we've had a lot of shift, but we've also had a lot of growth. And with Freshman area Holmes, I feel like has stepped up, and she's at the point where she's ready. And of course, she's a freshman, so there are going to be some lumps along the way, but she's been doing a really, really good job for us on the offensive end, and I know she's working hard defensively. So, I mean, she's a freshman. She has endless talent, and I'm really excited to just see her on the floor working hard every day to grow.
And talking about freshman standout, Gina Rivera-Ortiz, she's coming as the libero after Shirley Adorno de Jesus, and she's now ranked 49th in the nation in total digs. Talk about her journey just from recruitment all the way till now, what you've seen.
It's kind of funny because I feel like Gina was that kid that was destined to be here. We almost didn't get Gina because, the hurricane happened right when we were recruiting her. So she was supposed to come in on a visit in the fall, and she couldn't. There were no flights going out. They had a lot going on over there. And coming in on an official visit, I'm sure, was not something that was high on, her priority list at that moment. But, we stayed true, and, we were 100% locked in on her and told her, hey, we're going to bring you in on a visit. We 100% are interested in you, and, we understand, so we'll look to the next semester for that. And she believed in us, and, just to see how it really and truly came together, I think is amazing because she's a really huge asset for us this year. As a freshman, being the libero, that's a huge role, but it's a role that she welcomes. She's extremely passionate. She's extremely disciplined. She's a great leader. She's vocal. And, she's seeming to kind of come into her own because she's a force to be reckoned with out there.
And then we have 4 matches left this season, 2 at home, and the final 2 on the road. What are you hoping for?
I mean, I'm definitely hoping to win. I feel like, we definitely started strong, and I know we took everybody by storm, and everybody was kind of like, whoa, what's going on with this team right here? But we were still a new team trying to figure it all out. I want us to finish strong. That's something that we preach a lot. Start fast, finish fast. I definitely hope that's what we can do this weekend. It's going to be our senior weekend. And of course it's going to be emotional, but I want it to be, I want us to thrive off of that emotion. So I'm expecting us to have 2 hard-fought matches here at home. And then we're going to go on the road and have the same, but we're going to treat all 4 of those matches, individually and go in and give all of them our all.
And then wrapping up, you said this Saturday is senior day. One senior, Rachel Henderson. She came in as a junior. Talk about her growth as a person and as a student athlete, and then what she's contributed to your program.
Well, Rachel was one of my first recruits after I was named head coach here. So I definitely feel like Rachel will forever, for me, hold a special place in my heart. Um, Not just as a player, but also as a person. The recruiting process with her, I felt like, it was kind of like, oh my God, are we going to get her in? Because she was highly recruited. And for us to even get a shot at her, I was really, excited. But we were able to bring her in. It took a little time. She needed to figure it out because she had a lot of schools looking at her, and we understood that. I wanted her to make the best decision for her. And I just hoped and prayed that it was going to be TSU. And, after she went through her process, she came back and said, hey, Coach, what are you guys doing? And I was like, oh, nothing. We had practice today. And she was like, oh, okay, well, I'm excited to be a part of that next year. And it was just like so casual through text message how she committed. But it's just kind of like who she is. Rachel is probably one of the best defensive players that I've ever seen play. Just in her tenacity, in her precision, in her determination. She's a huge part of the leadership for this team on and off the floor. The growth that she's exhibited this year, I think, is bar none the most growth I've seen out of any student athlete that I've coached to date. And I know, she's still growing. There's still so much for her that, she has ahead in her professional career. But the determination and the competitive spirit that this kid has, I'm really excited in how she's going to finish out her senior campaign, but I'm also more excited of what she's going to do with her life when she leaves TSU.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.